Hey Wargamers, today I want to talk about this guy right here, the Citadel Paint app. Overall, I love it. I think it's a great app, and I'm happy I downloaded it. It's free, so you can go and download it now on your app store if you'd like. And I would actually recommend doing it sooner rather than later because they are running a competition, or not really competition, but a giveaway for people that download the app every day. They're going to be giving away free paint, so you have the opportunity to do that if you download the app, so go for it. And while you're at it, I guess I'll say thanks for watching, and if you like this video, if you like the app, if you like anything I have to say, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, that way you don't miss any of my upcoming 8th edition videos. Alright, so let's talk about all the different features this has kind of bit by bit. You can see there's 4 major sections, as well as a inventory and wish list option here, that each are pretty valuable components of this app, and like I said, I really like the app. So let's talk about what all it can do. So it has the Get Started section. This has a bunch of basic introductory material on what you can do and how you can do it with the Citadel paint range and the tools that you might want to use to do that. So it talks about all the different types of paints, which I think is really useful for people that are just starting out in the hobby. And also for people that are, have been in the hobby for a while but haven't really adventured very far down the painting rabbit hole. So, if you've just been painting your army with a single layer and not really trying a lot of advanced techniques or anything like this, this can be a good way to figure out exactly how to do that. So let's talk about glazes here. It has an introduction about what glazes are, and also has a video on how to apply them, which is really nice. So yeah, I like that. The other thing, the next section is paint by color, and you can see it has a whole bunch of different options here in terms of the different colors that it can teach you how to paint. And for each one, it gives you a list of different basic colors. So for purple, you have dark purple, purple, and lilac. And then also has faction colors, so Genestealer, Cult Flesh. And this is pretty handy. It gives you a suite of paints that you're going to need for painting any given one of these, and it also gives you an example of what that's going to look like, which is good. I like that. For factions, it gives you, kind of the basic factions that you see on the boxes of different things. Yes, all of the example images are of a backpack here, but yeah, it works out pretty well. And then, yeah, so it gives you 2 different options here too. You can either do a layer or a dry brush approach. It switches out the paints that you need for either one, and you can either say that you have it or add it to your wish list, and we'll get to that in a little bit. It also has the option to do, guys, I'm sorry I had my thumb in the way. It also has the option to take photos, which, so I could take a picture of my computer up here, and let's see, come on, there. So it gives me a bunch of different options for a paint scheme that will match the color of my laptop. So it gives me gray, bronze, and weathered browns. You'll notice that each of these are just the exact same options that we had when we were doing the paint by color, so it doesn't give you a unique set of paints or anything like that. You could get the exact same results just by selecting these different colors in the previous screen, which I think is, it's fine, but I guess I don't really see the point of the camera thing. It's really sensitive to where you touch on the screen and the lighting. So obviously my laptop is not bronze color, but it said that I could paint it bronze because it's kind of a little bit of a yellow light in here, so it picked up on that and recommended bronze, which would not give me the result I wanted. So there's that. But overall, I think this is a pretty useful way to figure out which paints work well together. It also has a list of models that you can basically follow the tutorial for. So for Dryads, tells us what all the different colors are that are on there. This list is not very extensive though. I mean, it's fairly long, but compared to all the models that Games Workshop has and all the different palettes that they've developed for those models, it's pretty scarce. So in the future, I'd like to see this expanded and to include you know, all the different models that they have, probably by faction and by game and stuff like that. Because you know, whenever you buy a model, it tells you which paints are used on it on the back of the box. So they should just upload all those onto here. Granted, that increases the size of the app probably, but hey, I think it makes it for a better app. And then they have basing, so it tells you different options for like doing snow, the different texture paints that you want to use for each one of these, which is nice. And then finally your inventory and wish list. Oop. So it has every single different paint, and you're able to mark if you have it or want it, which I think is actually fairly nice. At first I didn't think it was very useful, but you know, there's plenty of times when I'm just at the game store, not planning to be there, just was, you know, driving by, I was like, oh yeah, I'll stop in. And I don't know which paints I need or which ones I have or anything like that. Or if I'm planning to, you know, paint a model, I, you know, don't remember which paints I have or need to pick up, anything like that. So I do like that. Yeah. So overall, I think it's pretty good. I like the accessibility of having the paint by color and everything like that. I think that's really nice. Having the inventory is useful. One thing that I would like to see expanded in this app is just having, again, more miniatures and stuff like that, but also having access to all of Duncan's videos on this. I think it would be nice if there was at least a link to all the videos. You know, they've produced really good, high-quality videos that you go through painting and how you do certain techniques and paint certain objects. And it's kind of a shame that it's not accessible through the Citadel Paint app, which, you know, is their main the main point is to teach you how to paint, and that's the same point of those videos that Duncan puts out. So I'd like to see that, but overall I'm happy with the app. Again, I think you guys should download it, get your chance to get some free paints. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, especially after you've gotten a chance to play around with this a little bit. And yeah, thanks for watching, and happy wargaming.